Alright guys, and welcome to week 4 of the NPCC. This is against Derizzle and his team. He brought, as you can see, Tangela, Landers T, Mega Beedrill, Rotom Wash, Snorlax, and Azulf. This game had to be done on shutdown because he did not have enough time to gen them, which is completely fine with me. I had my mons gen, but it doesn't matter to me. So let's get this started. I actually decide to lead off with Crispy. He decides to lead off with Rotom Wash. I Hyper Voice. Should have predicted that and gone for the Focus Blast. It wouldn't have been enough to 2-hit KO, but I'm Choice Specs, so yeah. I go into Blastoise, Aura Sphere as he goes into Tangela, and then I swap out and go into Florges. He goes into Rotom Wash, and I swap out and go into Crispy as he goes for the Volt Switch, which is not what I was predicting him to do. And I go back into Arcanine as he goes for Yawn. I decide I'm not going to let this thing go to sleep, so I go back into Blastoise as he goes into Azulf. I go for Scald here, get the burn, so it's perfect. He can't Explosion on me, well, not as much. He tries to flinch me there with the Zen Headbutt. I just go for Aura Sphere, and then he dies to burn, so that's fine. He goes into Rotom Wash. I swap out into Lily, and this kind of explains why this did so much to me. If I wasn't especially defensive, or not, if I wasn't physically defensive, with max HP, that's a bit unfortunate. As he goes for the Poison Jab, I go into Arcanine, lowers attack. He goes for Protect as I go for Morning Sun. Now I go for the Flare Blitz as he goes into Rotom Wash. It's a nice 30% to him. I don't see leftovers, so I see this is completely fine. I swap out, go into Excadrill, McDriller. I can't really one-shot this thing, so I need to swap out as I go into Snorlax, and he goes into his Tangela. He goes back into that. I go for another Morning Sun because I gotta keep this thing healthy. Go for the close combat, get his Chople Berry out of here, which is nice. As he goes for the Yawn, I'm going to swap out again, go into Blastoise and get some Aura Spheres off. I go for the Rapid Spin because I don't want rocks on my side. He can't set them up anymore unless Landers T has them, which I don't think it does because Azulf has them. I have to go for an Aura Sphere to take this thing out. I can't have him rest on me. As I fall asleep, he goes in to make a Beedrill, and I'm just going to let this thing die because there's no reason to keep it around. He goes into Tangela as I go into Flappy Burb. I can't one-shot him at this range if he's max physically defensive, so I U-turn and go into Arcanine, which he gets an Ancient Power off, which hurts a lot. As he goes into Rotom Wash, I go for the Will-O-Wisp, predicting him to go into Lando, as I thought he would go into, Lando, as I also predicted him to go for a, Hydro Pump, because Arcanine was out. Like, there was no reason not to. I just let Lily die here. As Tangela gets a kill, I go into this thing. I need to bring it down low enough to make sure Archeops can kill. I have the Wish Up, so it doesn't matter if he does damage to me. I'm going to go for the Acrobatics here and kill this thing, which is great. I love it. He goes into Landorus, as I'm going to go for the HP Ice here as he swaps out into Rotom. I need to swap out, and this time I predict him, and I go for the Excadrill as he goes for the Volt Switch, which is great. I go for the Iron Head here, and it doesn't kill, and he's choiced into Volt Switch, so the burn kills. That's 2 kills for Arcanine. As he goes into Landers T, sets up a Sword Stance. I'm gonna go for the HP Ice here, and he's gonna go for Poison Jab, poison me, and I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge and take him out. Even after Defeatist, I'm able to take him out. He's gonna go into his Landers because that's all he's got left, and I'm just gonna HP Ice as much as possible. He goes for the Rock Polish, which really is insane because he can sweep me now, and he goes for the Sword Stance, even ensuring more that he sweeps me. I go into Arcanine here, thinking I'll live an Earthquake, as he goes for a Sword Stance, and I go for a Flare Blitz. So let's talk about that for a second. If he had just gone for the Earthquake, he would have killed me. He would have swept my entire team. I had nothing else to outspeed him. I did not have extreme speed. Excadrill, even being Choice Scarfed, would not have outsped, and he would have won. His justification was that it was a 50-50 whether or not I would intimidate Juggle, and that was his justification for going for the Swords Dance instead of just going for the Earthquake, which is the safest play, because no matter what happens, yeah, he's taking something out, so there's no reason not to go for the Earthquake. So I got really lucky there and won for no reason when I shouldn't have won. So thank you for watching, guys. That's a 3-0 victory in my favor. We're currently 3-1, only losing 1-0 to last week, and let's try and continue our wins. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.